Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pushing Media, not a podcast this time. This time we're bringing a brand new series out and we are starting it with a hot one. This is called The Truth, Episode 1. I'm pretty sure you guys have been seeing it all over Twitter, but if you do want a little more of what it's about, so just before we get into it, basically, this is going to be a series where we're going to be discussing hot topics in the community, i.e. what's happening right now with Liam and NoIdentity and all the stuff that has come out. But obviously, if there is stuff that you want us to cover in the scene, what we may have missed at home, feel free to at us, tweet us, send it to us, and we'll try and get that episode going. And we'll always try and get to the bottom of the truth. But joining us today, of course, Liam, bro, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, mate. Thank you. Thanks for letting me on the show, man. I really appreciate it, to be honest. Get a platform to speak on and hopefully say my side of the story rather than over tweets and over social media.
Mm-hmm. All good. I mean, that's what we're here for, as we just said. We're here to help people like you get to the bottom of the truth, whether it's bad, whether it's good. But that's what we are here to learn. But nevertheless, guys, before we quickly get into it, of course, we're going to give a quick shout out to Social Esports. Thank you guys for powering this, not podcast, but powering Pushing Media, as always, and the stuff that we are trying to bring to you guys. Of course, if you want to check them out, I'm pretty sure Jamie will drop their Twitter down below or in the chat. And obviously, if you do want to check anything out as well, scroll down to the panels down below and it will all be there already for you guys. But let's kick things off. So, Liam, a little bit of background about yourself. You are the owner of NoIdentity, CEO.
Yeah, that's correct. Founded 2 weeks on Friday. So just trying to do things, focusing more a bit on the clothing line, because not many AMOGs really like focus really on the clothing as much as the teams as well. So just doing a bit of different stuff and yeah, seeing where it goes.
So you founded it 2 weeks ago, so it's pretty much a new thing.
Yeah, 2 weeks on Friday it was launched, yeah. That's correct.
Okay, now obviously with what you just said, you are a esports organisation and obviously a clothing organisation as well, or a clothing brand in the same sense.
Yeah, we've made a clothing. Obviously the launch was on Twitter, but the clothing line is more affiliated with the esports side. I'm focusing it more on Instagram and Facebook rather than Twitter. So yeah, just seeing how it goes, and not really many AMOGs, as I just said, focus on clothing, and I want to make that a big focus of my brand and company. It's really something I'm interested in, is clothing and all like different brands and stuff like that. So
yeah,
quite a personal like hobby of mine. I like to travel around and go shopping and stuff like that. So
fair enough. And obviously clothing, as you mentioned, it's the big thing for you. This is essentially why we're here. The clothing is what has created this storm of, NoIdentity and you and all the bad surroundings and era that has come around you as well. So it actually is to do with the clothing. So just in your little perspective, without going too much into it, so we'll get into it. Where is it what is it that you think like exploded, and what happened? What went wrong?
Just a couple of staff members want pulling the weight really. So I just reached out to them and said, look, I want to depart, but I don't think that's really what built it off too much. I think it's more a conversation started happening in the group chat on me posting like the tweets, say like the launch clothing line or like an announcement into a group chat saying retweet boys, like give it some love and that. And obviously some people said, oh, you don't need to do that all the time. So I just said, oh, well, it's just like automatic. Like I put a tweet out, bang it into the group chat for everyone to obviously, rather than them seeing it on the feed, they can just go in the messages, click on a link. So a conversation started happening and I didn't burst out. And I was like, look, just get in a Discord call. Without doing it over messages, I said, let's just get in a Discord call and have a chat. And then it exploded. Then obviously Jamie left and the other two lads, I just reached out to them and said, look, you're not really doing too much. When I do want to get hold of you, I can't even get hold of you for like even a full week. It was hard to get hold of him, never mind get him to do the tasks that I was like setting him out. So that's how it went. And then obviously screenshots of like the clothing thing with Jamie and just little bits like that really.
Yeah. So talking of your staff members, it was around 3 to 4 staff included and normal members that actually did leave NoIdentity within like the hour, I'm gonna say. It was around that number, right?
Yeah, it was 3 people. Two dropped, 1 left, and Yeah, it don't really matter if they're left or dropped. They're just just all based out from that one little argument, and then obviously screenshots and stuff got leaked once people had left, and then all three of them got together and just started a big hate storm across Twitter, like. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so talking the screenshots, we will bring the first one up as we have got some for you guys at home as well. Some of these screenshots, some people don't want to be mentioned, so for the sake of them, obviously for the clause, we're not going to mention those guys. But for the people that don't want being mentioned, we will mention those guys. So the first screenshot, obviously, is between you and Cryossi.
Yep.
So here, it's basically the normal conversation. If you guys can't read it, I will be reading out as well. So it goes from you to him. You ordering anything? He said, might do. Why? You're saying, just asking, pal, seeing who's supporting in our org and who isn't. Now, that is the message there that blew up. And that is what took everybody on the timeline, and obviously why your members left, etc. That is the message there that literally blew everything blew everything up and into the air.
Basically, it got cropped. So I did correct myself afterwards, but it got cropped and put into a thread. I think the guy is, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it was a previous designer for Radiant. He tweeted out that shambles or whatever, and obviously we was just talking, and then he put the cropped screenshot of me not correcting myself in there. So obviously people was already at it with it being a thread, retweets blew up, etc., etc. And but obviously it was because of like loads of messages. I was sorting the Instagram shop page out and all that lot, because I was trying to get the day we started decided to launch a shop is the same day we launched it. The same day we decided to do one, we launched it in the same day. So messages was obviously I had loads of messages blowing up, trying to get it out on time, and sorting the Instagram shop page out, sorting a Facebook page out for it, which is still currently in the works. I created a new email, just loads of different things I was doing on my own. So I rushed a DM to him.
Yeah.
And then I went back after he replied, where you can see that is a terrible man to admit, I'm not here to pay you, lad. I went back and seeing that, and I corrected myself because I was just rushed a DM and I put it across from him. Because I was going to just see who's copying it, who's copying the merch, who's not, and I was going to message like the merch company and just be like, look, I've got so many lads in our orgles buying it as soon as it goes live. So
essentially you just worded it wrong, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I didn't mean it to come across like that. Like I've got boys in there. I don't think one person from inside our org except me has bought the merch. And that's fair enough. Like some people don't have the money, some people just generally don't like it and just want to be a part of the community, etc. So it just was worded wrong, rushing to multiple messages and multiple different tasks that I was doing to get. Obviously, it launched as I sent that message, but getting all the advertisements out across. Like I was putting it on my personal Snapchat, personal Instagram, company's Instagram, etc., etc. So it was just a rush message.
Obviously, following on from the DM, we have got the bit what wasn't shown. It was Krasi replying to you saying that is a terrible mindset. I'm not here to pay you, lad. And that's where you corrected yourself, saying no, that came out wrong. I meant like to see who's copying it and who isn't. You went on then, and Jordan was like proper pushing it, and so wondered about him. And you also followed it on with my bad mate. Just the word wrong, blah, blah, blah. Was just seeing who's copying and who's not. Then you, obviously, Jamie didn't reply. You follow on and say, have you checked the group chat, mate? Wanted to know if you can help with finding content creators and streamers. Then he still didn't reply, and you put, hello, Jamie, you're around, pan. And this is where he answered, you are trying to guilt trip your members for your self-gain. What can you say around that?
That answer was when he tweeted in the thread, he said, I'll DM you it because I'm too nice to do it publicly. That message wasn't a part of the conversation above. It was because that message is related to the one that I've just cleared up that was rushed, etc. So that message was to me, obviously, 10 was my last message. That message was 20 to 3. So that message was about the 3 because I didn't want to put it publicly originally. But I said, at this point, I didn't know what it was actually on about. Like I didn't scroll back up for the message and see where I'd gone wrong or anything. I thought I corrected myself. That's fair enough. I thought that was water under the bridge until it left. He sent that message, and I tweeted back at him on public Twitter, say, no, just put whatever you got to say publicly. And that's when you saw the cropped screenshot. But let me just read the message. It just used the wrong word. Yeah, like just correcting myself again. Just obviously it wasn't meant to come across like that. It was just rushed. And then that message you see there at 20 to 3 by Jamie was when he sent it to me from the Twitter thread and said I'm too nice to do it publicly. But then I told him to put it public anyways because I didn't know what it was on about.
Yeah.
And that's when you saw the cropped image. So, and it is what it is. It is what it is. It shouldn't have happened. I should have not rushed the message and took my time, and obviously not made it come off in the wrong sense towards him. So, my bad for rushing about and trying to get things done. If it was late, it was late. I've ruined a bit of reputation, but that's because I was rushing to try to get it out bang on time and advertise it the way I wanted it to be advertised perfectly. So.
Fair enough. Now, the next screenshots we have, they do not want to be named, I believe. Obviously, you know who they are, but if, for their sake, don't mention their names if that's appreciated. It goes, you ordered anything, homie, from you to one of your members. I'm guessing this was or still is at the time. I'm not sure if he is or not. He's put no, not yet. You've asked him, are you going to? He's put maybe, don't know yet. Then you've followed on say, look at my pinned tweet, bud. Should do something like that. Good advertising and marketing, and the more the sale, the better it is for everybody. He didn't reply, and then you went on to say, guess not, lad. And then he went, mate, chill out. I'm guessing he meant I've just woke up. I'm gonna take it as that it's worded weird. Mate, I just woke up. I just went down my page. I haven't even checked my DMs yet. And then going into the next one, that's where you said, seems like nobody ever responds. It's proper getting on my tits. I'm doing all the work as well. It's 10 o'clock on a Sunday, and most people aren't even up yet. So in the terms of, where are you at with this? Because from looking at it, obviously I'm on a side point. This isn't me going at him. From you saying, obviously, look at my twin Pete, you're trying to look at my pin tweet, but should do something like that. What was that?
I don't actually remember. I don't even actually know who this guy is. I can't actually remember the conversation.
Okay.
I actually do not remember what that pin tweet was. Or I'm guessing it. I'm not going to name who I think it is, but I'm guessing it's one of the two that was under me. But I don't remember this conversation, honestly. And I don't get what I've actually put wrong in this conversation. Like, what is the wrong in this conversation? Like, what are we looking at here?
No, we just got sent it for the use, and obviously going down, you said seems like nobody getting on my tits. I'm doing all the work as well, because that was one of the things that obviously with the thread and the tweets that all come out, it was mainly people obviously firing shots at you. It wasn't necessarily really not at No Identity. It was more at you and how you was to people and talking to people. Do you think that, like, obviously with you saying, it's proper getting on my tits, I'm doing all the work, do you think that people have misinterpreted that in a sense? And that's why it's come around, or?
I shouldn't have spoke to him like that. Maybe I should put it a little bit nicer, but there'd been other conversations like I was giving people jobs like get a Rocket League team, get a CSGO team, find a LOL manager, and I got all the staff members, all the Fortnite lads who were under us. I got the store like affiliated. Yeah, and I got the designer. Well, actually, Jordan got the designer, but like, I got the designer to do all the designs and that in time, etc. But not like every task I was given, none of it was getting done. I was checking back, and it's not done, and stuff like that. So everyone that's under us now or was under us was all. I'm the one who contacted all of them, got them under us, apart from the designer which Jordan sent my way. Yeah, I shouldn't have put it like that, but I'd said it multiple times, like things need doing. It's hard to get older. I'd requested 2 days before all this happened, can we jump in a Discord call and have a call on the future plans and these teams that I want to get bringing under us, and nobody responded. I asked Saturday, nobody responded. It just kept getting pushed all to a side. So obviously, I said it quite abruptly to him.
Mm-hmm.
And to see if it made a difference, and he noticed that I just wanted things to be done. Or like, I understand people's got work, obviously, like even on the night time and stuff like that, even mornings, daytime, nighttime, just a text back saying, right, I'm gonna get it done when I can. Do you know what I mean? I'll do it after work, whatever. But I wasn't even getting a text back, and Now it was getting done, so I just started taking everything into my own hands, and I told him a few times, look, we need to jump in the call, sort it out, we need to do this and that. So I put it quite abruptly to him, which
Yeah, it's
probably shouldn't have,
understandable.
like. But yeah, so that's it really. I haven't got much to say on it.
Yeah, I mean, understandable. Obviously, sometimes you will get frustrated with it, etc. And obviously, as being an owner, you are trying to, run the ship. So sometimes your messages will come across like that. But
Everyone
yeah,
under is what I bring under. Like, even I set up tasks for people to get stuff done, etc. I was doing the apparel, the Fortnite, the staff team. Yeah, all that to say really. So I said it multiple times, and the last time I said it quite abruptly.
yeah. Well, fair play for owning up to it. It's not easy to sit there and fight your own corner, and obviously commiseration to you for coming out here and showing your truth. It's
I'm
huge respect to you as well.
not here to fight my corner or impress anyone. I'm just trying to talk over why
This
things
is the
happen.
truth. So
why things happened.
that's what it is. And also one of the things that come out as well when all this was kicking off and all the commotion on the thread, the tweets, even the general tweets going back and forth about you, about how stuff was said, no identity. One of the things that got mentioned, I'm not actually sure who it was from. I think two people mentioned it. I believe Crossy was one. I'm not sure who the other person was. It was mentioned on the timeline that you were people felt that you was forcing them to retweet and calling people out in the org for obviously not retweeting. So the whole first thing that come out was, you was trying to slander or take the mick out of people that couldn't buy with the first message that went out, what was blown up, which was obviously cropped, as we've now seen. The follow on from that, it was more stuff like people were saying, you was forcing retweets on people, you was calling people out for not retweeting, etc. So a screenshot we've got of this next one, if we can pull that up. I believe this was I think it's your group chat DM.
Be where I called out Trestyle, yeah.
Yeah, it's that one. So obviously, I'm not sure if it was him that put it out on the timeline about it.
No, he didn't have a problem with me calling him out about the retweet whatsoever, and this was a proud moment for me. I mean, the name I come up with, the logo that I come up with, out on the website where you can buy clothes from what I created and stuff. So I wanted the lads to just give a little retweet. I'd worked on it and that. So the kid who I called out did not have a problem with me mentioning his name. So I don't get why someone else would have a problem when it's not. If it was them, if say I called Jamie out, and fair enough, then Jamie had the problem. If that kid had a problem with it, it'd have said it itself. But I like I said, it was a one time thing. Like, it's not every day you launch a website with your company on. So I wanted to retweet, and like that's what the main argument started of. Anyways, like I said, because it went in the chat where I don't have to post in the staff chat. It was said, I don't have to do that all the time. Post an announcement, tweeting, and say, just give it some love, lads, or whatever. So, but it was just automatic. Tweet out, bang it in the group chat where all the members are, and just say, give him some support, welcoming or whatever if it's an announcement. So yeah, not really else to say on it. If the lad had a problem with me calling him out, he'd have said something.
Fair enough. Now the next message we have is from one of the people that left. Obviously, we approached him, asked him, the reason of leaving, etc. And then we got his response. So I'll read it out and you can read it as well. The reasons behind me leaving NoIdentity was that he pushed the organization, everybody too much, posting a tweet in 2 group chats 3 times, telling everybody to support it, and would send it you privately 3 times, telling you to support it. He once outed someone for not retweeting something by saying, just waiting on blah, 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 which we have just seen. Another reason was that I felt he really pressured and guilt tripped everybody to buy the merch. Another reason was that he'd DM you throughout the day when I was working, and then he got mad that I didn't answer. It was just overall too full on, which is a bad thing necessarily. And it shows you're hungry to do well, but I just thought it was negative.
Yeah.
So obviously you have just cleared up about, obviously the why you was. I've just lost myself. Sorry, you have cleared up the bit about you put in the staff chat about retweeting. You're just waiting on Trestral to retweet and etc.
Like the guy who's got that issue, he DM'd me to sort it out. Basically, hinted at his position back. His position's still open. Like if he really wanted it, like it was an alright kid who just didn't have the time to do the jobs I was giving him. He tweeted out literally 10 minutes before this went live that we had a good friendship and it was all projected the wrong way, which is out on Twitter now. So I haven't really got much to say on this. He realised that stuff went out wrong. It came across wrong, and it was just all out of proportion. So it probably did, if you asked him if he touched his message back now, he'd probably say yeah, he touched his message back. It's just put a tweet out publicly saying that it was all projected wrong, and we just disagreed to agree with each other, and it got blown out of proportion. But yeah, like it didn't reply work, night time, morning. Whenever you message him, he just won't work, wasn't available to do the task that I was giving him.
Yeah.
As an esports director role, and I want him to do bits here and there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't got much to say. Just tweeted out saying that it was all projected the wrong way, out on Twitter. So and DM me apologising, etc.
So this person, obviously, we're not going to name names. If people figure it out, they figure it out. This person has now obviously come forth and apologised to you, regardless. Anyway.
Yeah. And there's a public tweet out just saying that it was all the wrong way, etc. So, which I can read out if wanted, but everyone can go on Twitter and probably see it anyways.
So obviously about the sending it in 2 times, 3 times, and sending it then privately 3 times, is that actually a thing, or is he just like sort of made that up?
Oh no, if I only sent the clothing one 3 times because it was a big one. There are other ones I just put in once, but like the clothing one, I put 3 times in the normal NoIdentity chat and 3 times in the staff chat.
Yeah.
Just because it was a big one, really. Like the other ones, just banging once, say go show them some love, retweet, whatever. Just because it was that one, and sending it personally, it's just like when like they don't answer, they don't text back, they haven't done the task set out, so I just send him it and say, like, you won't reply, what do you think to this or whatever. And like obviously he ain't working 24 hours a day, so
yeah, I mean understandably. And the last one we have, once again, they don't want to be named, so we won't. This is actually quite a nice one, to be honest. So it's not all doom and gloom. So basically, whenever someone would be tweeted, he would always nag us to retweet. Obviously, you've just inevitably cleared that up, so that's completely fine. We launched the clothing line. He messaged everyone saying support and buy the clothing to pretty much benefit himself. And I just
never told anyone to buy it ever. So I never said go buy this clothing. Like go buy it now. Never once said that to anybody.
Fair enough. Clothing to pretty much benefit himself, and I just decided this can't go on. I don't want to do business with someone like it. And then he messaged one of our content creators behind my back. Very long story. We won't get into that, obviously, because we don't. That's not what we're here for. We asked him what he was like to work with, and obviously he said at the start he was really good, but lacked his thinking of business, and of course he's still new to the owning of org. So obviously you are new to owning an organisation, so regardless, that's you've already said you've made mistakes. You're bound to make mistakes. You're probably going to make mistakes in the future as well with how you talk, how you tweet, whatever. You know what I mean? It's bound to happen. But obviously his saying that you basically told everybody to buy the clothing, you've just said that's not the case at all. Not true.
I never told anyone to like, oh, this clothing's out, go buy my clothing. Like, why would I do that? Like, I don't think anybody in the right mind would tell someone, no, go buy my clothes. Like, I might have said, are you copying this? Like I said, I was meant to put to Jamie, just to see who was copying and who wasn't. Like, I couldn't be bothered if someone bought it and someone didn't. And I'm new to the business side of things, so it's my second experience in being a managing staff member of an organisation or whatever you want to say. And before I picked this guy up, when I picked this guy up, when I picked the first 2 people who actually, first 2 staff up, I picked them up in the same day they contacted me because when I launched the org, they contacted me and I wanted to get it kicking. So without looking into them, asking what previous experience, I just thought, like, 2 lads contact me, let's get them under. like, I'm on my own. I've just launched it. It's got about 10 followers.
Yeah.
Let's get him under. So I got him under without asking anything. And when I announced his tweet, I had a couple of people reach out to me saying, look, this guy's not that good to work with. He don't really do anything. I'm not going to name names, but I did put the screenshots out for like an hour or so. Then I just deleted it because I didn't want it out. But I did get people tell me, like, look, this guy's not good to work with. His attitude stinks and stuff like that. So, but like I said, it's come out and apologised, that lad. And I got along with him all right. We agreed to disagree on some things.
Yep.
And if he pulled his weight a bit more, I'd probably give him his position back. Like,
I mean, from what I'm reading in the chat as well, you said in the group chat as well, you know, you don't have to buy it. So I'm guessing that's from your members itself. But I mean, regardless, you've literally answered everything up. And Karashi just put in the chat, realised how I did was saying I'm an angel. So what we've basically learned today is the screenshot that got put out was a cropped, well, not a cropped, he didn't crop, you know what I mean? It's a cropped image from what the full conversation was. And obviously, stuff got mixed matched. You Rush said something wrong. He sort of put that out there, and then the whole massive blow up of, you know, you saying this, etc. And obviously that all of that backlash come onto you and NoIdentity. So I mean, basically, you've admitted what you said was wrong, but apart from that, I can't see anything else you've done bad.
Like I said, like, I shouldn't have probably spammed whatever. I shouldn't have spammed whatever to him, but it was only the clothing one. It wasn't every announcement, and the thing with Jamie, like, I shouldn't have rushed the message. I should have took the time, but I corrected myself, and he left that out in a public tweet. I don't get what you want me to say, and I just don't understand what you want me to really say. To be honest, like, I ain't got nothing else to say. To be honest,
yeah, I mean,
I don't like, if I'm trying to make myself out to be an angel, and so be it. But like, I didn't kill someone. You know what I mean? It's a few messages on Twitter what was misinterpreted, and put a cropped image got put out which blew up and give me a hit and fall onto my company. Like,
100%.
That was the main story of it. The other stuff didn't even get really put public or any hate whatsoever towards me because of it.
Yeah. So obviously, the truth that you've all learned today is obviously it wasn't Liam's, as you guys know him, Joseph's fault, and NoIdentity's really as well. The wrong image came out that was cropped up, and essentially, you know, is apologised, has said he was wrong in, you know, rushing the message, but he even corrected himself in the message as well. So that pretty much explains why, you know, that happened, why all that blew up, and why the staff members you had, or the other members you had that left as well. But in regards to that, obviously, NoIdentity, your org moving forward, it's still doing well. I see you've gained followers as well.
Yeah, after that hit, we're getting more followers, more attention on our tweets. Like I said to you off air, like, I'm like, other communities don't even know about this. Like, don't know about this, like, leaked image and hate. Like, we're like, the only players I've got under me at the moment is Fortnite players, and the quality players, doing good in cash cups, etc. And like, them lads wouldn't even know about it if like, I didn't tell them, look, tune in, it's going to be about this.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't know about it, and the people who are following us from that community probably don't know about it. It's just like you said, the COD community, or people who used to be a part of competitive COD. Yeah, just that thing with Jamie, just I was in the wrong, and the other stuff, like me sending the tweet and calling someone out. If I had a problem with it, I said something. I won't call someone out again, which I did say that in the chat. I said, look, I won't spam it again. I said that before everybody left. Before anyone left the org, I said, look, boys, I won't spam it again. I won't call anybody out again. I won't ever do that again. I said that before anyone left. Anyways, I said, look, you've all said that you don't like it. So, well, most people said that they don't like it. So I won't do it again. I said that before anybody left. But, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. As I said, you've come out here. You've had commiserations to you, good sir. Obviously, you've spoke your truth, and what we've learned is basically it was all nothing. It was just a cropped image that blew up, and people spiraled off of it. You've said maybe what you said. You could have worded better, but regardless, you've said that. So everyone's going to make mistakes. You're probably still going to make more mistakes moving forward. You're still new to this, etc. Everybody makes mistakes anyway. We're only humans. So
Yeah.
honestly, fair play to you, man. That is the full truth as well.
I didn't put anything what isn't a mistake, like say being racist. Like there's no excuse for that, is there? But like putting a message about wrong about who's copying the merch and who isn't, like I put that wrong. Like that's just a mistake. Rushing and doing other jobs and like being abrupt to somebody who I've give multiple warnings to and told, look, I need stuff doing, and it's been hard to get hold of. Yeah, even for a full week, you don't work 24/7. Like could just give the text like, look, I won't be around for a while. So something like just takes 2 seconds to just let me know, look, you don't need to keep DMing me, I've got personal stuff going on. It's a mistake what is easily made. It's not anything
100%.
it's not anything like I said, racism. What is no excuse for? It was a mistake. I typed this racist comment by accident. It's nothing like that.
Yeah.
And I'm new, like you said, I'm new. 2 weeks on Friday, it's been founded. I'm going to learn. And I said, when I got these people under me who had experience, I said, I want you lads under me who's had plenty more experience than me so I can learn off you.
Yeah.
Like, I want people around me who are better than me so I can learn off them. Yeah, just learn off the people around me.
100%.
Improve as a person, and obviously I'm not going to rush a message ever again, hopefully.
Well, fair enough. Obviously, thank you for coming on and clearing up your side of the truth. We appreciate it. Obviously, it must have not been easy to come out here. And, even though admittedly you wasn't in the wrong, you maybe rushed one message wrong, and that's essentially really what happened. But regardless, we do thank you for taking the time out and obviously coming on here for episode 1 of The Truth and, sharing your side and getting to the bottom of it.
I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it. You gave me a platform where I could speak without tweeting back and forth and over text message. If people want to keep it. If people just want to just get over it, it was a text message at the end of the day. Everyone makes mistakes, can type wrong, like rushing. And so be it. Hate or support. It's up to you, lads. I ain't bothered. Not here to impress. So
fair enough. Obviously, guys, you can find Liam's NoIdentity, his organization Twitter in the chat. Jamie just put it in, and of course, you can follow Liam if you. As you can see in our little beautiful boxes, our Twitters are our Twitters are underneath us. Boxes that have been created from I think this was Jamie or Sam Art. Shout out to you guys. But regardless, guys, that is gonna be it for episode 1 of The Truth. Once again, thank you, Liam, for taking the time out and coming out here and showing your side and essentially what was done wrong and what was done well, and obviously admitting your faults. It's never an easy thing to do, but we do appreciate it nevertheless. Obviously, guys, moving forward with episode 2, this is how it's going to run. We aren't specifically going to give it a date. It's when something happens in the community, i.e. like this situation, or if you guys catch anything that you think is worth putting on, an episode and you want to hear someone's truth, etc., then basically feel free to send them to us, send them to Pushing Media, send them to Jamie, send them to Cryossi, send them to me, Stubbsy, ELC Paul. Any of those guys, feel free to forward it to us, and we will try to get to the bottom of the truth, because that is what we're here to do with this brand new series. And of course, as I said, if you want to go follow Liam and his organization, it's all in the Twitch chat, and obviously it's all over our social media as well on Pushing Media. But if you do want to scroll down as well, you can find our YouTube channel, our Twitter as well, and of course, Socially Esports. Yet again, thank you for powering. I believe this episode will be live tomorrow on our YouTube channel, so go and subscribe to that. And obviously, if you have come halfway into this, then feel free to go and check that out. And once again, thank you to Cryossi for running the production today and admitting his fault in the Twitch stream. We love to see it. Also, guys, one more little teaser for you. Come Monday, we have a very important episode coming out. We have an interview with a special man, and it's a very special and touching episode. So make sure you are around for that. I believe we will be announcing who our guest is tomorrow, Friday or Saturday. So stay tuned on the Pushing Media Twitter for that. But for now, guys, that is going to be it for episode 1 of The Truth. Yet again, thank you to Liam for coming on and sharing his story and getting to the bottom of the truth. Thank you, my friend.
I enjoyed it, man, and I'll be looking up for future episodes.
Good,
I enjoyed being on, so I want people to be on. And I'm going to be posting this on my YouTube and advertising all your future episodes and giving them a retweet because, I like the production. I like the work you're doing over here, and I want to see it grow, man. So, and I'm here to help everyone out in the community, and I hope people can help me out if I ever have a problem. So, that's exactly what you've just done for me today. Let me have a talk, and not over Twitter. You've given me a platform to talk on. So every future episode, I'll be retweeting, giving support. I want to see you grow, and I want to help out the community the way you're helping out. You've just helped out me in a sticky situation. So, and I appreciate that.
Well, we appreciate the kind words, buddy, and obviously we are here to forward anything that you want to see on The Truth. But for now, guys, that is going to be it from us. Enjoy the rest of the evening, Wednesdays, and we'll see you guys Monday for a very special episode.